This is looking like an insanely dangerous Shadow Fiend game, and we will have Eternal Envy on the Chaos. DJ thinking about the wraparound from behind. They're even going to glyph the wave. Armel should know that they're eager for him here, and he's getting completely surrounded. There's no TP now from the Slardar to help him out. Dragon Tail, follow-up stuns, more than enough. They're still going for Envy up here at top. TNC are looking bloodthirsty, doing decent damage. DJ is going to get one of the mangoes off of Envy so that he can get a burrow strike to open up some space. He gets a two-man burrow out, but looks like Envy's just going to get right-click down. One more touch, and now Tim's with the crush. They're looking for DJ as well, blocking him in. No burrow to escape. Looks like he should just get right-click to death at this point. Burrow strike's going to get him a tiny bit further away, perhaps. Trying to salve up. There's the burrow. Tim's, is he fast enough to close the gap here? He isn't, but Sam H is. But they're also getting Tim's rotating across. They want this kill onto Abed, and also Cuckoo comes TPing in. They've got the Sprout set up. Abed cuts his way through, and now he's in a little bit of trouble. He still had that last raise, but he couldn't get it off. Tim's diving a bit too far, and FNATIC just going to bring numbers. They've got all these stuns. They've got a hasted Universe to keep on chasing down Cuckoo, and TNC will get punished this time around for the dive. One more swipe does it. Universe finds the double kill. They really want top. They found Envy over in the trees. Tim's running around, gets the crush out. They've got Universe TPing in. DJ with the burrow strike, trying to go into Sam H. He's now going to get rolled up as well. Trouble for Armel as he does get jumped. Sam H almost getting right-click down, but he's still fairly tanky. He's got that Vip booster, and a nice crush from Tim's. Catches onto 3. Pylai die. Going to get brought down by the Requiem and the auto attacks. Armel able to keep on pressing forward. He's doing so much damage in this fight, and the rest of his team is here to help him out. FNATIC not bringing all of the numbers to this one, and TNC are swarming them. Universe should also be brought down. Armel finds the triple. And they have so many disables. Running over to the shrine is a little bit touch and go. Tim's is going to get jumped though up on the high ground, and there's no way that he makes it out of this. FNATIC annihilate him, and now they're looking for more. They've actually spotted Cuckoo on the other side. Pylai just going for the solo kill, and he runs him down. They're going to matter. Sam H is going to put his body on the line as he runs up on the front lines here. Does have a dust, spots Abed. Gives him a little tickle, but Abed's right underneath his tower here. I don't think he's in too much danger. Tim's wants to follow it up, though. They get the roar now onto the Slardar. Abed pops his BKB, and in comes DJ with the two-man burrow strike and epicenter. Sam H dropping quickly, but he's still pretty tanky with the Crimson Guard pop, and now it's TNC's turn. They've got the slightly longer BKBs, popping them a little bit later in the fight. Raven still wants to chase, but he can't do it, and now it's Envy's turn to jump in. He's looking on the back lines. They've killed off the secondary support. TNC still have all their cores alive. Raven's going to be looking for the Phantom Strike away, straight into the haste. Envy's still chasing, but he doesn't have a blink. TNC will be able to threaten them back. Bottom lane's being pushed all the while by Raven. So FNATIC just going to force their way up onto the high ground. There is no Radiant Glyph available for a little bit. Abed still standing strong. He's popped the Dragon form for this. They need to be careful about how long they stick around. Bottom lane is getting pushed in somewhat. Tim's does jump into the Sprout, and that's trouble for him as he gets Reality Rifted and brought down. No buyback available. TNC, that's their reliable stun, that's their reliable initiation. All they've got now is the Night Stalker and a Sprout. Abed knows that he can just sit up here, up on the front lines. He's not really in any danger of getting bursted. He's always going to be able to get off the BKB. He's always going to be able to get off the cheese. They do now have a buyback available. Buyback on the Slardar. Can they actually keep them here? The Dragon Knight ultimate about to fade, but FNATIC just on the run out. Sam H chasing forward. They know that they have to find something. Envy still got the Aegis. I think he just wants to keep on fighting. The Armel right clicks are doing some work. They're just going to focus on the Slardar again. Without those stuns, how can TNC fight? They're still going for it. Abed going toe-to-toe. Still has that cheese. BKBs now. Cheese in a little bit. Envy's just getting sprouted, though. He's stuck. He can't actually participate in these fights. He's being controlled, though they get the break onto the PA. DJ jumps in. Doesn't get the burst strike onto anybody. Whips pretty wildly. Sam H also buying back into this game. Age now finally getting popped. Pylai die stuck inside of the trees as they send the Dragon Knight skyward. He's still pretty tanky. Sam H now gets muscled down. Raven's trying to heal up in the fountain, but with no BKB, I don't know if he can really even commit into this, and the chain stun from FNATIC is just way too much. Raven at least finds one kill on the Sand King, but FNATIC will not be repelled. They're here to stay inside of the TNC base. They get that first lane of racks. Shadow Fiend's dead for 70 seconds with no buyback available. Nature's Prophet pick not working, I think, the way that they were hoping it would. Sims is going to have to be the one to lead the charge. They don't have the night vision, but, well, they don't have it from the Slardar, but they do have it from the Night Stalker. They're going to look for Pylai die here. Should be able to get this kill quite easily, but I don't know if that really matters all that much. Abed's got a double damage on this Dragon Knight. He's about to go to work. Envy already bringing down the Slardar. This has been such a hard game for him. Abed getting gone on. He does get hit by the Abyssal Blade, but he's just way too tanky. Armel drops the Requiem, but what does it matter? Raven now getting kited somewhat. They're going to lose the Nature's Prophet. Armel on the run from Envy. Raven just going to get right-click down. They've got the Solar Crest to help against the evasion. And yeah, there you go. TNC, they've still got the rest of the best of 5. All right, so we got Universe on Puck. It is going to be that position for Clockwork. 2 and 2. Universe, there's a stun into the roll. They got the damage. He's got the fairy fire, but it's not going to be enough to save him. Would slow him down just that little bit. The rolling boulder somehow connects and they kick Abed back on mid. Armel needs a few more hits to finish it. He's slow. One more touch. Fairy fire helping out. They need the vision. All right. Tims might pay for this one with his life. Can the salve keep him alive? With the Viper to a certain extent. TNC support's now over at mid. They're going to be able to get the defensive imprison out, but I don't know. This might still be trouble for Leshrac. He's being slowed down. Paladai just sitting back here with his point in upheaval, and Kuko actually just ticking out. Abed, a little bit more damage. Tims doesn't actually have the fatal bonds on him. Kuku's juking around the trees. They get the stun onto Abed. Can they kill him off? Tims can't find the angle. The flare is actually what ends up getting the kill, but he's still got that Sunder. And over at mid lane, they've now gone on Raven. Chaotic Offering going to get dropped. They really want this kill, but the Tide's TPing in, and he's got that Ravage available. Pylai die. Abed going to run for it. Still gets clipped on the edge. Pai's going to go down. Abed not going to try for the TP out. Universe also trying to help. They did lose the Lycan in the end. The summons are still chasing. The troll trap's already being used. Sam H dropping pretty low to the Warlock Golem. DJ still continuing with the dive, and so is Tims. He's going to throw down the Magnetize and just hope to get this Viper kill. He will be able to do so. Kuku still running. The orb just barely clips Tims, and he will be brought down. He's not interested in being right behind them. Oh, they are coming rolling in here. Tims going to find the Boulder Smash out onto 2. Envy getting chain stunned. They also drop the Ravage. Pylai won't be able to get off the Chaotic Offering. Beautiful play from Tims. Universe does a bit of damage on his way out, but they've still got the creep wave. And TNC, this could be a big opportunity. They're looking towards the tier 2, and FNATIC don't really have pressure anywhere else. Great vision also in this area for TNC, so they could continue to look for a little bit more of a fight. Though with the Ravage down, they need to be careful about sticking around a little bit too long. Can they burst down this Viper? He's somewhat tanky, but they've got the chain stun. This time around, Abed finished. With his Force Staff ready. Envy sitting up on the high ground. He comes down to the low ground. Now he's going to get rolled on top of Silence, but the Boulder Smash just barely connects. He makes it up onto the high ground. Can they burst him down? He's still got the Sunder. Needs to use it now before the Sandy's Eclipse comes out. He's still alive, but looks like the Magnetize might finish him. Armel linked up to Tims. Will end up killing him. The Force Staff already used, so I don't really see any escape for this OD, but they might just need to turn this one and fight. Well, not even fight. Turn tail and run. Raven gonna try and get his way out of this Cogs. Still has a pretty good duration left. Contest this. Have to be so careful about what they do here, but looks like they should be able to claim it. Envy also coming over. He's thinking about it. They've got the Aegis up onto the OD, and he jumps straight forward. They're hunting for Abed. Universe gets the Silence and the Coil out onto 3. Really nice counter initiation. They've still got these bonds going to work. Now with the Reflection, they might just lose the Aegis immediately. Raven can't even fight with the Shapeshift. Abed's just standing his ground. Envy pops the BKB running forward. Does another Metamorphosis, but looks like it doesn't really matter too much. Armel does not get silenced. He'll be able to fight Envy somewhat. And now TNC able to regroup. They've lost their 2 supports, but looks like they should be able to get Envy. A few more auto attacks to bring him down. Universe thinks about jumping back in. He's got the orb. Can they at least pop this Aegis? Looks like potentially not. Universe needs to wait. They have to just do a little bit more damage. How is Armel still alive? They pop the Ravage now. Universe might get turned around on. Sanity's Eclipse, triple kill for Armel. TNC kiting and kiting and kiting. Looks like they will end up losing Sam H after all is said and done, but still a nice fight. They got the Roshan. Abed finally managing to chase him down. Actually ridiculous. Shrine fight might be scary though. They're gonna pop the Shapeshift. They just want this. Tim's gonna go in. They find Pylai die. Should be able to burst him. Can he get the Chaotic Offering off? No. He's silenced, and now they've got the slow. Abed also trapped. He's already used the Force Staff, and he's dead. Double kill for Armel. Much faster push this game than they had in the previous. They get that first lane of racks quickly, and now they're gonna keep fishing for these buybacks. Still no glyph available. The buyback is going to come in from the Viper. DJ sitting on the edge. Envy forced to pop his BKB. He now uses the Metamorphosis and knows that he just has to fight. Can they burst down the Tidehunter? They will be able to, but they also have to try and catch more. Universe still no BKB. FNATIC really want this kill. Universe trying to slow him down. Do they have any more interrupts? DJ going to try with the Cogs. They also drop the Chaotic Offering. They 100% need this Lycan kill. And looks like Envy should be able to finish him off. Metamorphosis dwindling now. They should now realize that it's an Aghanim Stream Coil. TNC just trying to split them up. Pylai gets a decent bonds out onto a couple. Envy runs forward, but he gets immediately hexed. Should get bursted down here. The Sandy's Eclipse puts an end to him. He doesn't have a buyback, and that might just be the end of FNATIC's hopes here in game number 2. Raven chasing forward with the crits. Pie's going to buy back, but they are straight under the racks, TNC. And Glyph does get popped. Abed doing everything that he can, but all that he can do is kind of pop down another Toxin and hope that scares them away. TNC unafraid. Everybody's still on full HP. Armel with yet another hex, jumps forward. 3 hits potentially to kill Pi. That's going to be enough. He's still got the Pike to push himself backward. The Ravage now finally coming in. They didn't even need it to win this fight. I doubted the Lycan pick a little bit. I really thought Terrorblade was going to be able to do more this game, but classic laning answer to the Darkseer. Just grabbed themselves the Jug in the off lane and just leaving the 2 heroes for TNC to try and contest this. Who's going to grab the bounty? Looks like it might be Raven. Yeah, they get the lift up onto DJ. He's going to have another burst strike in a couple of seconds. The Raven's in trouble. He's getting body blocked. This could be your first blood here for FNATIC. Raven doesn't have anywhere to go. One more touch is going to do it. TP now comes in from Tim, so looking over towards Universe, but he is a very difficult kill, and DJ's actually still just diving. They've got the clap. Can they just burn him down with the Ion Shell? Tim's is trapped. He pops the wand charges. Had a fairly stacked wand. It looks like DJ might actually be the one in trouble. He couldn't click on Tim's to check how many charges he had. Might still end up dying to the Hellbear Smasher, though. There's one more Thunderclap. Tim's is dead. Oh, still juking, still juking. No, Universe micros it out. Doesn't even have his Ring of Aquila just yet. And Samich gonna say hello. Got the haster, and Pilot Eye gonna do his best with the heal. Got the Doppelganger. Does he run forward into the Bramble? He does not. Sam H still staying on top of him, but he's taking some damage. Should be able to find an opportunity to salve up before too long. Envy just trying to run around in circles, avoiding the Batrider, but there's no escape, really. Abed comes in now, though. Cuckoo almost dead. Universe actually breaks the smoke from behind, and it looks like TNC haven't realized what's going on. They spot him now, but I think Universe is way too tanky, and DJ's also coming in to help out. Universe going to pop that hood, still surviving. Nice burst strike through onto 2 from DJ. Universe taking damage, looks for the turnaround, gets the vacuum back. Who else is coming in? It's Raven with the heal. Cuckoo arrives with the Stolen Breeze Fire. They will finally bring down Universe. They've got the Terrorize, sending Abed scattering. Has been making those successful rotations around with the burst strike. Armel getting run at. Search forward, they get the Dragon Tail off. There's a little bit of help coming around the corner. Do they have the Terrorize? No, it's on cooldown in the Bramble Maze. Helping out. Armel's still pretty tanky. They're going to drop the Chaotic Offering. Cuckoo steals the vacuum, drags everybody together. They've actually got the stun follow-up as well. Tim's now finally has the Terrorize back off cooldown. Sam H is trapped. He's fairly tanky, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep him alive. That drum will end up saving him, and they lose DJ. They're scanning up, hoping to find someone over here. They're really keen to use the Blink Lasso, the double damage, and the Omni Slash. What can they find? They're right on top of the shrine. Are they going to pop Universe? No, they're going for Abed first. The Chaotic Offering is ready. They drag him back a little bit, but TNC may be deciding that they don't actually want this fight. Sam H going to try for the TP out. He gets vacuum canceled, and looks like they are just going to leave him for dead. On the other side, Abed still chasing forward. DJ tries to get the burst strike onto Tim's, won't be able to. Cuckoo with the burst strike up onto the high ground, but the Chaotic Offering is perfect from Pi. Cancels both of those support TPs, and TNC, this was a rotation too far. They throw the Flame Break in there. Looks like they know what's going on. Scan is going to reveal Tim's up here on the high ground. They've also got vision on him. Brambles get thrown in. There's also the Terrorize available. FNATIC need to be careful about what they do here. They're going to pop the Dragon Form. Armel, not completely full on HP, but wants to try and go in. Envy jumps out of the pit. Tim straight into the Shadow Realm. They've got the Lasso. It's actually on the real Envy, but the fight is split. The Chaotic Offering straight back into the vacuum. TNC, can they survive? They need to get the Terrorize off. The Healing Ward is helping them out, and DJ is actually getting spun down. Raven doesn't have the Omni Slash yet, but one more crit will finish it. Tim's just barely gets that Terrorize off, but Universe is going to keep on running up on the high ground. They did end up losing the Batrider, getting isolated from his team. Mass buybacks coming through. Batrider, the Rubik, and the Sand King all returning to this fight. Sam H still trying to take this northern angle. Can he actually get the Aegis Snipe? He's going to try for it. The Flame Break knockback. It's just about to die. He doesn't even go for the blink in. Raven runs in there. He's not going to get the rush unlasted. He just straight up dies. And it turns out that the way that FNATIC chose to set their lanes working out great. TNC, that pressure not really amounting to anything. Universe is going to come running in here. Can he get the vacuum out onto a couple? It's only on one. They've got the burst strike follow-up, the Chaotic Offering. Now they're canceling Raven's TP. The Terrorize is going to send them back. He pops the Omni Slash, but it's just getting completely soaked, doing absolutely nothing. Now Tim's is in trouble. They've got the chain stun for Raven. They're looking for both kills at the same time, and they are going to get them. Glyph does get popped, but still 15 seconds to go on the Juggernaut. Abed's not backing down. Envy still sticking around here on the front lines. Universe a little bit low on mana, but does have his Arcane Boots. Keep everybody sustained. Sam H has the Lasso, but now he's just getting caught by Envy, and there's no counter initiation. A little bit of help from Armel is not going to be enough. Raven already putting down the Healing Ward, trying to help. Armel pops the BKB. FNATIC getting caught inside the Brambles, but they're still very strong. Envy considering the re-engage. DJ still has the Epicenter and a Blink Burrow. The sustain from FNATIC is just way too good. They now find the opportunity onto Tim's. He doesn't have anything to get the vacuum together into the Burrow Strike. Armel's trapped. Cuckoo just barely manages to slink out the side, but Tim's is already dead. Abed grabs him with the Dragon Tail. They run him down. Everyone on FNATIC still so healthy. Envy will end up losing the Aegis, but he only had another 20 seconds. Mid lane. Oh, there's a bunch of envy illusions here. It's a 5-on-5 brewing. They're going to jump in. They really want this kill. Can they get it? I don't even know if they've lasted him successfully. He's being feared backwards. Universe is already in there. He's got the double kill. Armel's going to be next. It popped the Omni Slash, but the Crimson Guard, along with all of the sustain, they're just way too tanky. They do get the toss back. Looks like Armel might survive. Raven going to try for a very optimistic TP out, and Cuckoo's had enough. 29 minutes in. It looked good in the beginning. Sam H having such a good start. All right, let's get into it. Game number 4. Where's your taunt, Pi? Come on. Give him the taunt. He's going to try for the TP out. Cuckoo might be able to get the stun. He does. Nicely done. They realized that he wasn't still running. I think this is probably fine for him. Later on, he's going to be near the Essence Aura anyway. He's a little bit low on mana here, though. Should survive the Curse Crown just fine. Could ask for a little bit of help to come over. He's caught in the brambles, though. Nobody TPing to try and help. And now Cuckoo's getting chased down. Is he going to try and just deny himself to the Ancients? Looks like this Shadow Realm hit is going to pop him. Oh no, DJ didn't get it. Alright, well, a little bit more mana expended and they will still get it anyway. With Ion Shell, TNC are smoking up. Looking for DJ. Oh, but he gets straight into the Shadow Realm. They do get that first stun. They're going to keep him locked in here. Looks like they should be able to grab this kill. He's going to drop as much damage as he can before he goes down. One more auto attack will do it. Now Universe is coming in. Roar still on cooldown for 10 seconds time. Pilot Eye going to make this escape difficult. Envy getting slowed down a bit. They get the vacuum back into the stun, but they just don't have the damage. Cuckoo's up on the high ground. They're going to be focusing on Sam H instead. Nice defensive imprisonment from Armel, but now he's the one who's vulnerable. They're just going to focus their damage over onto him, and TNC are going to regret coming over onto this FNATIC side of the map. The snowball is going to buy them another couple of seconds. Envy brought down by the right clicks. Cuckoo finds a good opportunity to re-engage. Going to try for the TP out. Cuckoo hungry for this kill, but Abed still just sitting in the middle of his swarm of illusions. They're going to try and stun him, but he gets the doppelganger up onto the high ground. Can they get the Hex on the right one? Won't be able to. He's going to try for the TP out, but I think he will just get focused down. Nice terrorize from DJ. See the Hawk flying forward. So suspicious of what's happening here. Cuckoo gonna come around the corner. Can they get Universe to get the roar on to Raven? They've also got the terrorize preventing the save. Abed working on him now. Troll Woolard already down below the 3rd HP. He's getting feared back towards his base. TNC can't use that counter initiation effectively as FNATIC control the fight. They will also burn down Tim's. They are going to be able to scout Raven in just a second. The Hawk is finding him. Raven just going to run for the hills, running back towards his team. Cuckoo also blinking away. Who are they able to catch? Universe gets forced step forward, but it's straight into a Hex. Cuckoo with the stun, looking for the lockdown. Raven actually going to commit into this fight, and they will be able to burst Universe with the Finger of Death. The snowball actually catching onto a couple as well, and now Envy's the one being focused. Raven is dropping. He's trapped inside the Ice Shards. They get the defensive imprisonment. Is that going to be enough to save Raven? No, Abed still manages to focus him down. It's a 2-for-2 trade, giving him a hard time, and now they've got the aura. They've got the siege creeps. Oh my god, look at this lane of racks is absolutely melting. I thought that TNC with the glyph. No reason to dilly-dally. They can just rinse, reset, keep on going. Envy running into the front lines, but he's got the edge to the Immortal. Abed finds Cuckoo. Will pop the BKB immediately. The snowball save is there. Envy taking some big damage. Raven finally able to chop wood, but Armel is the one who's caught, and now he's feared. He can't get into the imprisonment. He can't do anything. Does finally do so now. Raven's BKB not going to last too much longer. Fighting on top of the wall. Tim's goes for Universe. They're going to lose Sam H. Envy, this is his second life. They need to try and keep him alive. Armel getting focused down by the bear. He will be able to drop the Sanity's Eclipse and then protect himself from Abed, who will try and predict his blink, but Armel just stays in place. His blink was actually on cooldown. Raven gonna try for the TP out. I don't think they have any way to cancel that. Armel also escaping, get picked off. They're actually smoking past into the base. They know that somebody has to defend. They see Sam H. They could take the 5-on-1 or they could take the 5-on-4, and I know which one I'd look for. They're going to jump up onto the high ground. Sam H immediately bursted down. He does have a buyback available. FNATIC just looking to retreat. They're jumping onto Universe. Raven's already used his BKB. If FNATIC can disengage here, it's going to be a total disaster, but they do lose Uni. He doesn't have the roar now for this fight. Abed popping his BKB, just committing in hard. He's looking towards the Tusk, but he is Glimmer Caved, still surviving. Can they get this kill on the OD? He does manage to imprison himself for a second. Now they get the vacuum into that Lion Stun. The perfect combination, but it's a Hex straight onto the OD. He won't be able to drop the hammer. Raven can't fight without his BKB, and he's just getting chased down. With that OD buyback and instant jump away from Abed, he's not going to hard commit. The bear looking for the Savage Roar. They've actually managed to find Abed up on the high ground. They imprison him now. Cuckoo does have the Earth Spike, needs to time it properly, doesn't get it. Doppelganger away, but they do manage to get the Hex onto the right target, which is kind of what they're struggling with. Two-pronged attack from FNATIC, but without that much commitment. It's just a bunch of creeps, and there's a double damage Spirit Bear. There is a glyph available. Is that going to get popped? Raven focusing on the bear. They're trying to bring it down. Can they do it? They're going to use the Finger of Death and the Walrus Punch for that. And not too bad from TNC. No big abilities, but the Spirit Bear is still going to go and chip. Armel working his way through it. Pile die with the Edict to get the tier 3. Raven jumping in. Universe on the backline to get the roar. Onto the OD. They popped his Lincoln Sphere, but they can't really commit just yet. Abed now focusing onto him. There's so much chain stun. They've also got the Bashes and the Abyssal Blade. They've lost the OD, and that should just be the end of it. Universe on the side of the fight, teaming up with DJ. They push them back towards their fountain. Raven is trying to man fight up against Abed, but even if he gets this first kill, he still has the Aegis. FNATIC have all 5 of their heroes here, and I don't even know if they need to bother going for mega creeps. They know that they've won this game. They know that they are going to GESC Thailand, and they know that they are eliminating TNC here, winning this best of 5 3-1. Raven doing every last little thing that he can, but even the snowball save I don't think is going to be enough. FNATIC, are they going to grab a few more kills? No, they're just focusing on the throne. Raven brought down. He buys back. I don't know. Troll Warlord so farmed for this entire game. Raven, and they will be the winners of the GESC Thailand SEA qualifiers.